see. There we go. No team sheet for tonight, though. They're not printing them. So it's just they tweeted everything out, though.
All good. Thank you.
Do you guys want one of ours here?
Sure.
What's up, man? How are you? I need this. You can have this one. Yeah.
Do you have a chair upstairs for Keith? Do you have a space for Keith upstairs?
Bro, we're a team, man.
I know we are. I know.
This guy knows his way around here better than anybody. Yes, there's plenty of chairs and space upstairs.
Okay.
What do you need exactly?
What?
He needs a chair. He needs a cushy chair.
He's,
I'm kicking him out. He doesn't understand. I'm kicking him out.
He's busting your balls?
No.
You didn't like that at all. Bye.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Sounder fans. Welcome to the StubHub Center. It's the end of the preseason 2016 for your Seattle Sounders. My name is Matt Johnson, and it's my pleasure to welcome in Chris Henderson. Good evening, Chris.
How's it going, Matt? It's great to be here.
It's kind of fun, isn't it?
It is. It is. We're getting close to the season. Exciting times for the team.
Seattle Sounders are walking out on the pitch. We got to tell you straight away, and you're not going to feel too much sympathy for us. It is absolutely pouring down rain here in Carson, California. Yesterday, Chris, I was worried about if I had enough suntan lotion on. 85 degrees, gorgeous, out by the pool. And today, driving through town, I mean, it is pouring down rain. And again, Seattleites don't care. The weather's been tough back home.
Yeah, we're fine down here. I can tell you, though, on the way here, the LA drivers do not know how to drive in the rain. I saw 4 or 5 accidents, and there was traffic all the way here.
Before we get to the starting lineups, Chris, and we'll talk about this during the match, today the Sounders played a Korean team, professional team from Korea this morning. A lot of backups. A lot of those guys will be on the bench today. But your first thoughts about today's match, this morning's match against the Korean team?
Yeah, we played a very good Korean team. Technical, they knocked the ball around. And it was a great performance from our young guys. I thought Darwin Jones had a good game. He was playing off the left flank in a 4-3-3, and Zach Mathers in central midfield was winning tackles, spraying balls. Christian Roldan was a good pair for him in there. Nathan Sturgis, another player who's back with us, has done well. And Fisher at right back, I thought, was extraordinary. Overlapping Kovar. They had some combinations.
Zach Mathers, I was very impressed with. He had a goal and an assist. Darwin Jones smashed the ball. That's his 5th goal in the preseason. We're getting ready to get underway here. And again, Chris Henderson, sporting director, Seattle Sounders, joining me here online, SoundersFC.com. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to our very first broadcast of the year. Our buddy Keith Costigan is in the booth. It's good to see Keith tweeting away. He is, Chris, no one's going to out-tweet Keith Costigan. Very excited to listen to him this year with Casey Keller. Starting lineups for the Seattle Sounders: in goal, Stephen Fry. The back 4, across the back, Tyrone Mears, Brad Evans, Chad Marshall, Jovan Jones. Very excited to watch Jovan Jones here coming up as the water is just splashing off these guys. As everywhere the ball goes, it looks like a golf ball going across a fairway that is just soaking wet. Across the middle, and it's a 4-3-3, well documented so far this summer. This spring, that Ziggy Schmid, Garth Lagaway are going to a 4-3-3. Eric Freeberg, Ozzy Alonso, Andreas Ivanchitz, and up top, Jordan Morris, Clint Dempsey, and Nelson Cruz. Basically number ones for the squad, Chris.
Yeah, no, it's a good group of players. That's a giveaway there. We gotta do better with the square ball.
Robbie Keane comes right up, and could not get to, there's a splashing, could not get his foot on it. Stefan Fry gobbles up the ball, and Robbie Keane just immediately looks and says, this is too wet for me.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it earlier. There's standing water. You can see as the guys are running, the field splashing. So we got to make sure we're firm. Better to overhit the ball than to underhit.
Ozzie Alonso and Steven Gerrard will be watching that for, I assume both teams are going to go with their starters for 75, 80 minutes, as both squads, as Sounder fans know this, have a quarterfinal, Champions League quarterfinal here in the next week. Sounders taking on Club America next Tuesday at CenturyLink Field. LA Galaxy hosts Santos Laguna the next day on Wednesday. I was so looking forward to calling number 37 right there, Jelle Van Damme. I'm just really disappointed, Chris, that it's Jelle Van Damme.
Yeah, he's an experienced Belgian international. I think he has 30-some caps for Belgium. So I think he's going to play physical. He's a new player that we got to get used to because we're going to face him a couple times this year.
Slipping and sliding all over the park. There's Jesse Zardes out wide, and here's LA Galaxy on their first attack of the night. Offsides for the Galaxy.
Yeah, we'll see that again with Robbie Rogers loves to come up the right flank and overlap and get crosses in. So we've got to make sure we're aware, and Jovan Jones has the pace to match him.
Pouring down rain. This is unbelievable. Again, yesterday was 85 degrees, and today it just so looks like, Keith, get ready. This is what Seattle looks like until about April. Stefan Fry with the long kick.
Yeah,
First foul on the Seattle Sounders.
Those are balls that coming up the center. You know, Nelson Valdez is going to battle for every ball, the head ball that comes forward. He's going to put in the work rate up front to pressure the defenders and shape the team.
New signing for the LA Galaxy, Nigel de Jong. Dutch international, so strong, and here's they make another play down the left-hand side and slipping and falling. I think the whole, don't you want to just get out of a game like this healthy? You don't want to be affected by the weather itself.
Yeah, I mean, the guys are looking forward to the season. They want to make sure they're sharp, but they also don't want to take a knock or get a muscle strain. So it's about getting sharp. It's building your fitness. But the focus for sure is on Champions League for both teams. LA has Santos Laguna. We have Club America. And then it's preparing for KC at home after that.
Knocking the ball around for the LA Galaxy, just keeping possession, very patient. Van Damme.
Matt, you can already see in the first half, both teams' outside backs want to go forward. Ashley Cole has gotten down. Robbie Rogers has come down. And our outside backs want to do the same thing. And
here's
forward.
Rogers with the ball. Feeding Keane, overlapping. LA making another run down the right-hand side. Marshall out to Jones. And Jones clears the way to Dempsey. Ozzie Alonso trying to get through the water. Unbelievable amount of water on the surface right now.
Yeah,
it's like a slip and slide. Remember a slip and slide back when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. There's going to be some good slide tackles today. But
And here's Mears' first opportunity. Up front, offsides is the call. Nelson Cruz offsides when that ball was delivered.
it's good to see Tyrone get forward and get his first cross in.
He had plenty of opportunities Sunday against UCLA. The width of the field, it just was shocking. Freeberg would find him so many times, and Mears has a great cross of the ball. Both teams offsides, one apiece now. Ashley Cole, obviously another big signing for the LA Galaxy. Not getting much time in Roma. He comes to the Galaxy to join a couple of his Englishmen.
Yeah, he's a good, experienced player, confident on the ball.
Gerrard spraying the ball over to Robbie Rogers, who falls on the deck. 6 minute 0-0. StubHub Center. It's a wet one. Very happy you could join us. Club America, as you know, is next Tuesday, 7 p.m., CenturyLink Field. Find all your tickets, get all your ticket needs taken care of at SoundersFC.com. Look to be offsides. was not. Morris crosses the ball. Van Damme closes it down. I want to see some clean action. You know, the water is going to just destroy every run for these teams.
It's also going to affect the guy's fitness. The legs are going to be a little bit heavy after this game.
Is that good long term, as long as no strains happen?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, as long as we're not getting injured, but the guys are going to get extra fitness tonight and feel a little bit sore tomorrow.
Freeberg looking for a man. Von Schitz through to Morris, close to having Morris just right on that ball, but Steras knocks that down, and LA are on their way. Ashley Cole making a run now up at the left-hand side. Freeberg will come up to him, stop that run. The dangerous Robbie Keane. Zardes. A flick to Robbie Keane, who's on, and Stephen Fry knocks that off his chest. Well done by Stephen Fry coming down to knock down that angle.
Yeah, I think we need to be aware. They're going to attack with a couple players, with Cole coming forward, joining up with Boateng. On the other side, Rogers and Dos Santos. We can let them come, but if they get too deep in our end, that's when they can hurt us with service into, you saw that ball into Keane, and he was able to turn. Nice lift of the ball by Dos Santos, who will take the first corner kick for the LA Galaxy here in the 8th minute. Galaxy lining up in the middle. Beautiful cornered Van Damme tries to get to it, flick back in. Not offsides. As they're looking to the linesman, looked offsides to me. Gerard flicks the ball. Stefan Fry just easily picks it up. Yeah, we got to make sure we finish the play out there.
Yeah.
You keep a guy on. Everyone's got to keep playing until the whistle goes.
Ozzy spraying it over to Jovan Jones, who's slips and falls, unfortunately. Steras grabs the ball, and Gerard starts back up with trying to find Zardes on the break. Stefan Fry quick to react to that. Talk about Stefan Fry this past year. People are talking about a breakout year. He stayed healthy the whole year and was just he took a massive leap forward in his play.
Yeah, I mean, we had confidence. Ziggy had confidence and Tom Dutra had confidence in Stefan out of Toronto. We had followed him at Berkeley, and he had a fantastic year for us. His confidence grew as the game went on.
Massive for a goalkeeper, isn't it? Confidence, not only being healthy, but having that back 4, 5, counting Ozzy sticking right in front of you.
Yeah, and credit to Tom Dutra as well and the work he's doing with him every day and developing all the goalkeepers here.
Talking to Tyler Miller the other day, and he credited Stefan Fry being a leader along with Tom Dutra, the goalkeeper coach, and how much he's learned from both veterans, really. Tommy being here since day one with the Sounders. Matt Johnson along with Chris Henderson bringing you a wet and rainy StubHub Center. 0-0 the score between the Galaxy and Sounders 10 minutes in. And up again comes Robbie Keane. Eric Freeberg shuts that down, and Stefan Fry clears it out wide.
Yeah, you can see Robbie Keane gets in those little spaces between the midfield and our backs. He likes to find those little pockets, and the last couple plays he's been able to get the ball turned, start to play make a little bit. We got to make sure we get tight and we're talking between the two lines.
He's always moving, isn't he?
He is. He's a very smart player. Finds his space, ton of experience.
Gerard Dos Santos flicks it to Rogers, who's taking on Jovan Jones through, but cleared away by Brad Evans. Now comes Dempsey, who's decked on the wet pitch. Galaxy complaining, but first foul on the LA Galaxy is as Dempsey just goes flying on the wet carpet.
Yeah, we need to get Clint some touches. Maybe the surface is going to hurt that today, but Clint's one of the guys we got to have on the ball. He needs to see some touches. Ivanchitz has had a great preseason. We need to get him touches too. We let those guys play make, and then we can have Jordan slashing for some runs behind, playing Nelson 1-2s off of Nelson.
Stefan Fry gets it going. Helpful for the club that Clint wasn't in the January call-up, that he could rest and kind of come up on his own terms.
Yeah, I think it was good for Clint to be able to focus. He wanted to focus with the Sounders and have a good preseason with us, and we're happy to keep him in Seattle. Boateng
finding Keane, knocking it to Gerard. De Jong. I saw De Jong in the World Cup last year. What a physical beast he is.
He is. He had some crunching tackles.
In 14, I should say, yes, in Brazil. De Jong with control. Jovan Jones backing off. Here's Rogers overlapping. Ball from Dos Santos. Rogers ball in. Cleared out by Mears. Unfortunately, over the end line for the second corner of the night for the Galaxy.
Yeah, and there's again, this time it's Dos Santos getting in between our lines where they're finding those little pockets. So we got to start communicating, make sure we're cutting off passing lanes. They're able to get the ball there and turn and face our defense, and we don't want to see that from the Galaxy.
It's raining so hard. I know it's Dos Santos who's going to take the corner kick, but I needed my binoculars to make sure because it's pouring down rain. Again, no sympathy for Seattleites who've been enduring the past 10 days. Rogers, Dos Santos, back to Rogers, who's onside. Cross in the middle, just wide. A header by the Galaxy, just wide. Stefan Fry looked like he had it covered, but another man coming wide open and got to cover that man up. And that was a nice play by the Galaxy, Chris, over on that flank.
Yeah, they had the short corner, but we got to make sure we're tighter in our marks. It's a free header there, and if he missed that, Zardes was right behind him. So it's something we got to sort out there and get a little tighter on guys.
Yeah, Daniel Steers has got to do better with that header if you're a Galaxy fan.
Former Seattle player, Daniel Steers.
Boy, Chris, you shouldn't have let him go. Way to go. He's starting for the Galaxy now. De Jong cleaning it up. Boateng. Ivanschitz, boy, I was impressed with him all this week. His distribution is top class.
Yeah, he has a great left foot. He came in really fit. His touch has been really sharp, and I think he's looking at having a strong preseason as well, which he missed last year for us.
A mid-season acquisition. Ivanschitz, as good a set-piece man in the league. And here he is with the ball. He's onside. Nelson Cruz is onside. One-on-one with the keeper. Goes around and Rowe gets the ball. But a PK, I believe, has been called. And the Sounders are fortunate. He has not pointed to the spot as of yet. But Nelson Cruz one-on-one with the keeper. And Rowe comes up. He's now going to the referee is now going to the linesman, his linesman.
Matt, it was that play started with Alonso picking the ball off in midfield. That started off, and it was great timing by Valdez to break through and time the line, and a good ball through. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, ref admits it.
Yeah, he's pointing to
mistake.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nelson Valdez does not get the PK. And I think that's a proper call. I can't sit here and tell you that was a PK for the Sounders. How he missed that the keeper grabbed the ball and Valdez kind of tripped over his arm or what have you. But here are the Sounders once again. Now he's onside. Ivanschitz back. Oh,
yeah. I'd like to see Jordan take a shot there. Ivanschitz, but good combination, good pressure by Valdez to win that ball. And go at him. So that's two big chances for us. It's good to see our strikers attacking the goal.
The Galaxy switched off there unbelievably. Gave up the ball on their own 18 and gave a nice. There was a nice 1-2 opportunity with Valdez and Ivanschitz. Ivanschitz with the corner kick, the first of the night for the Sounder. Another beautiful ball coming right into Dempsey, who did not get a piece of it. Knocked it right down, but out of bounds for the second corner.
Good service by
Unbelievable service. It reminds me of Michel from Dallas. You know, he was so consistent. You always knew you had a chance here, and Dempsey had a chance and scuffed it right down to the ground. Here's Ivanschitz once again, and it did go out of bounds over the end line, unfortunately, after I just praise him how good the set pieces are, but how dangerous. And then he and Valdez, and who can head everything. It's going to be a great combination with he and Dempsey up top there.
Yeah, if we can be consistent in our service from wide, it's going to help Chad Marshall. It's going to help Valdez, Dempsey, guys timing their runs on consistent service.
Keith, I knew there was a reason for you to stay up here. Thank you. I wanted you to stay the whole time. Chris wanted you to go upstairs. 17th minute, 0-0. LA hosting the Sounders in rain-soaked StubHub Center. Now both teams. Mears coming up to Ashley Cole, slamming that shut. Wow, Vonchitz is screaming at the linesman.
He wanted that throw in.
He wanted that throw in. The Austrians got nice pipes. There's De Jong on to Zardes, who flicks it. Doesn't get much of it, and Stefan Fry picks it up and looking to deliver, and he will to Mears.
You know what's good to see is to see Dempsey back there defending with Jones helping out on the 2-against-1.
And there goes Morris past Ashley Cole. Will that ball sit up? Will not, and goes out of bounds. Just to a layman, Ashley Cole has missed a step there. You know, he's kind of slowed down quite a bit from the speedy Ashley Cole of the Chelsea days.
He still has the pace, but I think the experience now with Ashley coming into the team, you can already see De Jong is he knows where he's at on the field. He's always checking his shoulder. He can feel the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to help them. I think he and Gerard are going to have a good duo in there.
Man that's played that many years, so intelligent. I saw him a couple different times playing for Chelsea. He was just a fixture. He stayed right there for many years for Chelsea. Moved to Rome and not much time, and now he's in L.A. with his countryman Steven Gerrard as the Galaxy back on the go. Boy, just puddles. Dribbled it right out of bounds for a goal kick. He wanted the corner kick.
Yeah, Jovan Jones has been a pretty good one-on-one defender. He's proven his defending, and it's been nice to see him be able to do both sides of the ball and get up the end line as well.
Great pickup. Draft day pickup. Draft day trade with Chicago. Shoved to the ground is Valdez. I gave Nelson Cruz, the DH, a little credit earlier. Got to stick to the Sounders as Nelson Valdez. Vonchitz immediately tries to find Morris, and he does. Morris, right of the box. Van Damme close it down. Unfortunately knocked out of bounds, but making that run early, and Vonchitz seeing him, that's going to be fun and exciting for Sounder fans all year long.
Yeah, Jordan Morris does a good job of stretching the defense and get behind players. Like to see him look to pull the trigger. He gets near the 18. He's got a great shot.
Sounders closing down, Chris. Very impressive. The squad's closing down. Dempsey top the box, and he will shoot. Has no problem shooting just to the left of the box, left of the post. Rowe going wide, and he has no problem pulling the trigger from 30 yards out. Clint Dempsey with a nice effort.
Yep, like to see Clint get some touches on the ball. Get him around goal. That's where he's dangerous.
And he'll win that all day long. Mears up in the air over Boateng. I bet Morris takes that shot the next time. He's right there at about the 18. He had his first goal of the preseason the other day versus UCLA, set in by Valdez. Great ball, and boom, immediately back of the net. And he does not like to talk about himself. Humble guy. Talked to him after the match. He didn't want to talk about the goal, except for it was just good to get on the slate.
Yeah,
get
Morris
on the board.
He lets his game do the talking.
Evans breaks that up with Boateng. And Freeberg collects and starts moving. Jovan Jones, if they find Jovan Jones, he's all by himself. You got to knock it harder in the wet surface. But here's Jovan Jones taking on Robbie Rogers. And down the left-hand side, showing his speed. Out of bounds, should be a corner kick. That'd be the third for the Sounders. I really like watching him, Chris.
Yeah, Jovan's getting ready for games with Trinidad this year, and he is He's a guy who's going to get up the flank. You see his pace there. The ball kind of held up in the water, but he's going to get down the end line. He's going to take players on. He has great skill. He can get out of tight spaces, and he's a great one-on-one defender as well.
24-year-old Jones already has 38 caps with Trinidad and Tobago. On the national team, the 2015 Gold Cup. His Ivanchit's corner once again almost finds Marshall, but Van Damme clears it, and here come the Galaxy. Boateng with the ball. Finding a dangerous Robbie Keane, driving at Mears. Presses right down the middle.
Yeah, dangerous ball by Keane. That's where he's good around the box. He finds those little touches without even a wind-up, so it's hard to adjust. He can shoot without a wind-up or goalkeepers aren't set.
Ziggy loves a quick start, doesn't he? Very moment he came to Seattle, he loves a quick start. Stephen Fry immediately starts it back up, and Dempsey finding Ozzy. Now Dempsey over to Ivanchitz, who drives it, and it's in the back of the net. Ivanchitz, a beautiful left footer, back of the net, side netting, beach row for the Sounders' first goal tonight. 1-0 Sounders in the 23rd minute.
Great strike, great setup by Dempsey. He just laid it in front of him, and that's not the first time we've seen Ivanchitz hit a goal like that in the preseason.
What a drive! I guess the water doesn't mean much. Here's another shot, just his beautiful left foot low.
Good technique, clinical
absolutely.
finish. Keeps his head down, gets over the ball, lands on his shooting foot. Great finish at the back post.
Wow, that was impressive. Dempsey, you see Dempsey, if two guys are going to collapse on Dempsey and you're going to have that option out to the wide, whether it's Morris or Ivanchitz, it's going to be exciting.
Yep, those are the balls we want. We want Dempsey with the ball around the box there. I think the relationship between Freeburg and Alonso is improving as the game goes on. They've won a couple balls. They can spring us out on attack. So I think that relationship of those two playing well together and kind of screening in front of the center backs is going to be important for us.
Lining up for a free kick, LA Galaxy. Dos Santos over it. The big men are up for the Galaxy up top of the box, right at 17. Dos Santos service cleared away by Mears off to the side. Gerard to De Jong. To Cole.
It's a good step. Brad Evans talking in the back, pulling our line up as the ball goes backwards. That defensive four is working as a pretty good unit when we step up.
The back four, Mears, Evans, Marshall, Jones. In the middle, Freeburg, Alonso, and Ivanchitz. Up top, Dempsey, Morris, and Valdez. As the Galaxy look to go down the right-hand side, again broken up by Freeburg, who's having a very steady day. And he is on. That is on by Valdez. Rowe comes and clears it outside. Boy, the timing is right there, isn't it?
Yeah, Valdez is very good at timing those runs with the backs. Good step by Freeburg, picking another ball off in midfield.
And they'll knock it around the back end. Marshall, Evans. Evans looking up to distribute. Mears patiently back to Fry. You don't get much steadier than Marshall, do you, Chris?
Chad has great experience. He was Defender of the Year a couple times in this league.
Up over the top for Valdez, who beats Van Damme and gets pulled down. There's the call by the linesman.
It's well done by Nelson. He's got a big guy hanging on him. He shields the ball. Ends up getting the foul.
Van Damme not agreeing with that. I don't know. I thought him objective. I thought that was an easy call also. I thought he just brought him right down. Ivanchitz over the ball. Assistant referee getting 10 yards from the Galaxy players. What a dangerous ball here. Just 19 out. Oh, back heel and back in the back of the net.
There's that defender
Marshall,
of the year.
Chad Marshall, 3-time MLS Defender of the Year, finds the loose ball, crushes it top of the net in the 27th minute, showing no emotion at all. Clint Dempsey with the back heel.
Matt, I think we have to be pleased with this the last 20 minutes of the first half has been, the momentum has changed a bit, and we've been keeping possession well. We've been getting a few attacks, creating chances, getting free kicks.
That was Brad Evans with the little flick to Marshall, helping each other out. The defenders kind of sticking together and getting the second goal.
Yeah, again, we talked about Ivanchitz taking free kicks. You know, you have him on the ball there. He's a threat to shoot the ball with his left foot. So it's going to freeze goalies and keep them on their line. I think it's going to be dangerous for us attacking free kicks this year with his service.
Sounders taking it to the LA Galaxy. De Jong knocking the ball out of bounds inexplicably. Bruce Arena's got to be shaking his head right now. They had some opportunities. They had some chances. They had some good rushes, and they're down 2-0 in the 28th minute, Chris. Over the top once again. Here's Moritz. They're finding success over the little flicking the ball over the defensive back line for Galaxy. They find Clint Dempsey, and Clint scuffs it into the ground. Rowe gets it safely.
It's good to see Jordan looking for Clint there. They're looking to combine, looking for each other around the box. It's going to be fun to watch those two this year.
Jovan Jones breaking that up. Ozzy to Ivanchitz. Dempsey. This is nice by the Sounders. Well, with 4 Galaxy right in that small area, they retain and recover and get possession. Keene's all the way on his own 35-yard line.
Yeah, our movement off the ball has been good. Guys are passing, moving.
The
working.
closing down, Chris, the closing down and breaking up passes, not only just Freeberg, but Jovan Jones there to start the counterattack.
Yeah, I think it all starts with Valdez up top. He will start the pressure, and everyone falls in behind.
The Sounders the better team here 29 minutes in.
Matt, you talked about Bruce Arena. I had a chance to play for him at Red Bull in New York in my final year, and I think Bruce looks at it as the season as a whole. So I don't think he's panicking at the moment. And they're looking to Santos Laguna. And
Sure.
And he's got enough veteran players that he's just looking to keep everyone fit and moving. But it's exciting for us the way we're playing right now. It's good signs, good combinations. The guys are putting in the work.
Again, Ozzy breaking that up. He and Freeberg been stalwarts now on the defensive side for the Sounders.
Yeah, Alonso's had a good half so far.
Van Damme, boy, he's a big boy. Zardes with the foul.
Yeah,
I don't think Cruz. Excuse me. I don't think Valdez likes the water. That's twice now. He just shaking his head. He got knocked down by Van Damme down on the end line, and there he just kind of shaking his head.
Yeah, he's played enough games in Germany that he's been in the rain.
Yeah. Again, 85 degrees yesterday. Now today it's pouring down rain and 60 here in the LA area. Ooh.
This is good. Clint's
Ozzy
coming back,
down.
getting his foot on the ball.
Yeah.
Alonso, I think this possession kind of slowing the pace a little bit. Make LA chase. This is good.
Dempsey once again with the ball, directing traffic. Valdez hits the deck up top, so he does not go to him.
Yeah, guys are having trouble with their footwear. It's just standing water, so they're cutting and slipping.
Mears looks to send Morris. Morris comes down, loses control. Ashley Cole grabs it.
See the composure of DeYoung there. Under pressure, he
Yeah.
just finds the gap and gets out of it. Another ball picked off right from Ozzy.
Took the words out of my mouth. Ozzy and Freeberg just chewing up everything in the middle. And their relationship is key, isn't it? Spray outside to Mears. Finds Morris. Playing keep away right now, Chris.
It's good. The movement off the ball is good. You see Dempsey now dropping in, trying to get it to his feet. Everybody wants the ball. The guys are playing with confidence. As we keep possession here, we gotta keep looking forward as well. You know, try and keep possession in their half, and maybe spring Valdez or spring Morris behind.
There are about 100 fans up to our right underneath the overhang here. They're staying dry. There's a few walking around here at the Stubheb Center. Good on them for coming out in this weather. Dos Santos pressuring Jovan Jones. Back pass to Stephen Fry. And throwing for the Sounders. 33 minutes in. 2-0 Sounders. Goals by Ivanchitz in the 23rd. From Dempsey in the 26th. Marshall from Evans. And possession. And got to think Ziggy Schmid likes this right now. Is very happy with this outing. Last week or so has been pretty positive for the Sounders, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been a really positive day with the game against the Korean team this morning. We came out on a positive foot, attacking them, scored some goals, and then it's been good this half. The organization's been good.
Flick by
Guys
Zardes.
are talking.
Give away. Here's Keane. Dangerous. Stefan Fry with a great one-handed save. Keane will want to punch that in the back of the net in the regular season. He was wide open. Breakdown there leaves him and Gerard wide open.
Yeah,
sitting there, shaking his head.
Great save by Fry. He stood up, made a great save. Gerard pressured Alonso hard there, and we've got to make sure we're tight there. We can't lose possession right there. It's a dangerous spot. Good step
22
by
yards
Gerard.
off, absolutely. Third corner kick of the day, the night for the Galaxy. Dos Santos stands above it. Dangerous cross. Marshall, as always, clears it away. Boateng and Morris. Boateng lets it roll out of bounds.
That last shot looked like a preseason shot. Keane usually buries those, so great save by Steph. But
drier weather, does he walk it in and kind of just slot it, or is that what he wants to do from 20 yards out?
Yeah, usually he bends that into the corner low and hard, and it could be preseason, could be the field.
I might have started writing his name down there as as the goal in the 34th minute. You don't see that saved much, but a great save, great effort by Stephen Fry, getting his right fist out there, punching it away. But to your point, Robbie Keane usually places that right in the corner, right where he wants. It's made him one of the most dangerous strikers the last few years in the MLS. His consistency is what I think is so impressive about Robbie Keane, is how consistent, how high a level he's been here for the Galaxy.
Yeah, not only for the Galaxy, for MLS, Robbie Keane's been fantastic. His professionalism, the way he comes in and works every day, the way he helps his teammates. Yeah, he's a true leader and fantastic ability, dangerous player in the box. You always got to watch him.
Here he is with the ball. Boateng slides it to Ashley Young, who wants to get around Mears, doesn't. Nice
Ashley
defense.
Cole's trying to get forward and get around the flanks, push up like he did early in the game. I think the next 10 minutes is important. We need to stay tight. We need to keep our lines together. We need to be sharp in our passing. It's important that we can finish this half strong as the guys continue to build their fitness and sharpness.
That is the final level, isn't it? The sharpness. Ziggy talked about the fitness for Tucson, and then obviously this next phase here in the Los Angeles area. But the sharpness and then working together with this formation seemed to be that final step before Club America comes to CenturyLink Field.
Yeah, we've worked on a lot of tactics with the team on this new formation. A lot of walkthrough sessions, where we need to be in relation to the ball, your teammates, the opponent. So it's been good. It's been learning for a lot of players, learning a new role, and the guys are performing well tonight.
Over the top once again, Dempsey trying to find Morris. Valdez chasing back. Gerard looking right away to spray the ball, and he does, and he finds Keene. Keene looking for Boateng, but broken up by Mears. I was down on the field earlier. This is a beautiful surface. Beautiful surface. It's too bad it's raining. It's just going to get beat up tonight, but what a gorgeous surface they have here at the StubHub Center.
Yeah, they've done a good job. It's the best I've seen this field in a long time.
Another pass broken up, this time by Evans. Robbie Keane turns, a dangerous Keane crosses. Looks to find Gerard, but once again broken up by Alonso and Jovan Jones. Jovan Jones on the way, and Boateng not getting the call he wanted from the referee there. And off goes Valdez down the left-hand side, taking on Steers. Back pass to Freeberg, just a bit short. De Jong breaks it up, and on goes Gerard. Keane. Gerard dashing through, but chipped it, but Fry's got all of that. Can't chip the big man back there, but De Los Santos was looking to chip Fry on that opportunity.
Yeah,
Thought Fry was farther out.
We ended up losing the ball there with Valdez, but it was a good combination. I thought Freeberg looked to play him through. First time ball. Dos Santos trying a little chip. Wasn't gonna beat Steph there. Looks like Chad might have picked up a little knock. Chad Marshall.
Marshall stretching. Again, I would think health would be the number 1, 2, and 3 things important for this for both coaching staffs and squads to stay healthy in the final tune-up before both teams head to CONCACAF play.
Yeah, I think most of the players know that. They're going to play hard, but they're going to play clean tonight. We have big games coming up, and I think the guys want to get their fitness, keep it sharp, but keep it clean as well.
Can't tell if Marshall is favoring either leg or what that might have been. He's doing a few stretches, and the Sounders are off and running again. Ivanch hits the ball just like a string right to his foot outside to Jovan Jones, who looks to cross, but knocked out for a throw-in for the Sounders.
Yeah, that was well done by Ivanch. It's turning, coming across at an angle, timing the run. Jovan on the left. We're going to see him coming forward quite a bit this year. Jovan looking for balls down the flank.
Little 1-2 with the throw-in. Here's Dempsey looking to cross it in. Valdez. Just another time it skimmed off the top. He wants that back. He's on the ground.
Yeah, Valdez is so good in the air on the box. He's disappointed not to get that on frame.
Soaking wet. Look. We are in a good spot up here. Nice and dry. Sounders, obviously, Chris, they want to keep this shutout for the first half. And what do they want to do? What do they look to do here in the last 5 minutes?
I think we want to keep the ball. We want to try and get a hold of the ball. I think in this new formation, it opens up a lot of space for both outside backs to give us width. Our central guys have been pretty compact. In moments like this, we want to cut down the passing lanes. Balls like that, we should be able to eat up and win the second ball.
Jovan Jones backtracking to Stefan Fry. So composed, Jovan Jones. Last week, nothing seems to bother him. Referee playing on there. Finds Dempsey. Morris just shaded offsides. Good decision by Dempsey to hold that ball as Morris had already made his run.
Yeah, now's the time we want to have Dempsey on the ball. These points of the games, just before half, get him around the ball, having guys make runs off him.
De Jong shoves Ivanchitz and he goes flying again. It's just like the slip and slide. I had a slip and slide. You have a slip and slide?
I did, yeah.
They were the best ever. Put it in the neighbor's yard to beat up their grass. My parents wouldn't let us use it in the backyard. Jovan Jones gives up the ball. That's a rarity. Dos Santos spin. Finds Gerard, who will looking to spray the ball, and finds Young. Ashley Cole. Gerard back to Keene. Looked like they've been playing forever, but a foul on Freeberg.
Yeah,
Dangerous spot here.
It's those splits, those little balls that Keene gets in that space. He's so good at splitting players and finding the open guy and drawing players in. We need to get tight on him and cut off the passing lanes when he gets the ball just 20, 25 yards from our goal.
And it is about 25 yards out. Steven Gerard standing over it. Dos Santos looking at it also, but it looks to me that Gerard will take this. Very dangerous. Stefan Fry setting up his wall. Freeberg, Evans, Marshall, Valdez. Then a little drop off in height there with Ozzy on the far right of the wall.
He's brave, though.
Yeah, he'll throw his body in there. Gerard looks to step. Gerard's take off the wall and out for another corner kick.
Well done. You love to see the guys brave in the wall, take the block.
Was that today,
stay
Ockford?
Together. Yeah, Ockford took one.
Last kick of the game
yeah,
against the...
right in the forehead.
Oh, just dropped him. I felt bad for him, and then the whistle blows.
Yeah, well done by Alonso.
Here's a corner kick for the Galaxy, cleared by Ozzy getting up. Keene wanting the ball back from Cole, intercepted by Dempsey. Great to see your striker back playing defense once again, and Ivanchitz on the move. And a crunching tackle by De Jong.
Good to see Clint getting in those spots. He's doing the work. He's coming fit. I think having him stay with our team and train through the preseason. He's getting in good spots.
Ivanchitz, it's crushed by Nigel De Jong. That's how he's made his money for the last number of years in Europe. Dutch international. Again, to your point, Dempsey coming back, getting involved. Unfortunate, bad pass. Keene looks to spring onto Gerard. Gerard goes down in the box. No call. No call for the LA Galaxy. Marshall said there's no call needed. Gerard looking for the PK. And I got to admit, I thought the referee was going to give that one there, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like they connected feet a little bit. Chad was just trying to get across them.
Once again, oh.
We got to be better there in the last minute there. We got to be we can't be losing balls that close to our goal. We got to keep it sharp, play it safe, get out of the half.
Preseason, but you got to admit, you got to like this. Preseason and Robbie Keane, and here's the LA Galaxy giving the referee whatnot. Saying, and that's what Gerard is saying right now also. Gerard is still with them. I don't know if there was much contact there.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. It looked like he just kind of clipped him a little bit in the back, but ref wanted to let it go. Good run in by Gerard. But overall, I thought we were pretty good this half. There was a few errors that we want to cut out. Some passes. Some of that played in with the field, but overall, our movement was good. I think we're understanding this formation, and the work rate up top has been fantastic, putting them under pressure, causing some turnovers.
That's your sporting director, Chris Henderson. My name's Matt Johnson. The Sounders at halftime lead the Galaxy 2-0 thanks to goals by Yvonne Schitz and Marshall in the 23rd and 26th. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. We're looking forward to the second half. Maybe some youngsters come in. But again, at halftime, 2-0, Seattle over LA. Welcome back to the StubHub Center. Matt Johnson, Chris Henderson, your sporting director of the Seattle Sounders FC. 2-0 at halftime. A couple minutes before the second half starts. The rain is still continuing to pour. Hope you enjoyed that first half. It was pretty impressive first half, Chris.
Yeah, I thought we had some good moments. I thought the relationship of the three forwards with Morris, Valdez, and Dempsey kind of dropping off, I think it caused some problems for Robbie Rogers, whether to come in on Dempsey as he dropped off or to stay wide. And I think getting Clint the ball around there and Ivanschitz around the edge of the box is going to cause a lot of problems, and we had some success.
That's Chris Henderson. My name's Matt Johnson. And looking at the schedule this week, keep a reminder for Sounder fans that Friday is the kit unveiling, 6 p.m. at the Pro Shop, CenturyLink Pro Shop. Get there early. It should be a lot of fun, and I got to admit, I might be getting one. It's a pretty cool looking kit.
For sure.
And the alternate is really cool. 6 o'clock. It'll be your first chance to purchase the new kit. Friday at 6, as Ziggy Schmidt is making his way back out onto the pitch. February 23rd, next Tuesday is the first leg of the CONCACAF quarterfinal versus Club America. And then returning down to, you're going down to the great stadium, aren't you?
Azteca, yeah.
Oh, man. March 2nd, that's a 5 p.m. start. But the 23rd, 7 p.m., CenturyLink Field. Get all your tickets, all your ticket needs. Go to SoundersFC.com. Tell us about Club America, Chris.
Yeah, I had a chance to see him last week in Veracruz, and this game tonight against the Galaxy is a good test for that. They're also in a 4-4-2. Club America plays in a 4-4-2. They have a strong team. They haven't lost on the road. Peralta and Benedetto up front. Benedetto will stretch the team. Peralta is just a savvy national team player who kind of stays central. Zambuesa on the right for them scored a great goal. He came inside. So they have a strong team. They know how to manage moments of the game. We're doing our scouting. The players, we're already starting to look at the players and the way they play and some of their tendencies. They have a couple players we met before when we played Santos Laguna in this competition. Quintero, who's been on the bench for them, Colombian player who's got great speed. and Morris, left back. So a couple guys we've seen before.
Club America. Mexico's Liga MX is 6 matches into the season. Club America currently sits 4th. 3 wins, a draw, 3 wins, a loss, 2 draws, sitting at 11 points. They play Cruz Azul this Saturday, who are currently 6th. LA Galaxy, they play Santos Laguna, who is currently 8th, 3-3-0 on 9 points. Santos plays the Pumas on Sunday, who are currently 10th. Very competitive league, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And what's interesting is if the Galaxy had won their last game, us and the Galaxy would have matched up in this round. So, both of us are matching up against Liga MX, and I think we were able to knock Tigres out in this competition, the first team to knock a Mexican team out. So, we know we can do it in a series, and, we want to take it one game at a time. And I think getting a good jump at CenturyLink is important for us because Aztec is a tough place to go in and play.
4 Mexican teams, 4 MLS teams in the CONCACAF quarterfinals. The Sounders, again, 7 p.m. on the 23rd versus Club America, the Eagles. The Eagles come to CenturyLink Field next week as the second half is underway. And just with my little eye, not one change for either team, as both coaches looking for their number ones to get a number of minutes and stretch those minutes. And as they say in horse racing, get some oxygen in those lungs.
Yeah, I would suspect at the hour mark we'll see a few changes.
And Dempsey real quick. And hitting Jordan Morris. Jordan Morris cutting in. Waits a little bit too long. Cuts down the angle. Ball goes out for a goal kick. But what a start for the Sounders.
Yeah, good timing by Jordan. Good ball in by Clint. It looked like the water was holding up. Jordan wanted to have a go, and he ended up opting for the cross. But good start to the half.
Just like Robbie Keane, Clint Dempsey gets 2 defenders, and it's that distribution that separates him. He and both Robbie Keane, when the defense collapses on these upper-tier guys, unfortunate for Valdez as he just read that pass beautifully, but LA gets the possession.
I think our pressure up top is causing LA some problems. They're trying to figure out how to get De Jong the ball, how to get Gerard the ball, and they're having trouble. And that's a credit to our top 4 guys pressuring their defenders as they try and play out of the back.
Number of times in the first half, it was either Freeberg, Alonso, Dempsey intercepting the ball and really breaking up the rhythm for the Galaxy.
Another good through ball from Freeberg. His
great
movement
ball.
has
Here
been
comes
great.
Morris, one-on-one, looks to pass, and here's Dempsey, and Dempsey shoots and scores! Dempsey slams it home. Great pass from Morris, returning the favor. Clint Dempsey in the 47th minute make it 3-0 Seattle Sounders.
Yeah, great start. Great start with the ball from Freeberg. Jordan Morris getting down. Good timing. Great movement by Dempsey in the box. You see how he started to run in and kind of tailed back. And a good finish to keep it under the bar.
Great ball over the top. As you see, here's Morris this time looking to feed, and Dempsey, it's exactly what he does, Chris. What a great start. Now 2 awesome opportunities for the Sounders 2 minutes in, and really, I'm going to have to argue with you. Bruce Arena's got to be a little concerned getting shredded like this. Their number one's getting shredded 3-0 in the 48th. But you're smarter than me soccer-wise, so I believe you that he's only going to take so much away from a run-up like this, just a practice game. As Freeberg takes it quickly, looking for Dempsey. Great idea. Gobbled up by the keeper, and off goes Dos Santos.
Now I think we're going to see that with Jordan Morris getting behind. That's what he's good at. He's good at running at defenses, getting behind. He's got the pace, he's got the power, and his technique is very good at crossing and shooting. So it's great to see him get behind and then look for his teammate on the national team, Clint Dempsey.
Wow. Garth Lagerwey told me the other day, everyone believes in, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Garth had said the 4-3-3 is not just for 3 attackers, but having 3 in the midfield to do exactly what you're talking about, knocking down the passes, disrupting the other team's flow. And he thought as Jovan Jones goes down the left-hand side, gets past Dos Santos. Dos Santos can't stop him. Jovan Jones now crosses, Blocked. Does not go out of bounds in this rain-soaked field. And shoved forward over Zardes' head. But the 3 in the middle instead of just a 2 with the 4-4-2, he thinks is going to be a huge advantage for the Sounders in possession.
Yeah, I think it is, and you can play it different. Tonight we have Freeberg and Alonso playing side by side with Ivanchitz in the front, but there's different ways you can play that in the middle of the park. But I think tonight the relationship, the movement, the work that they're doing is paying off.
Ivanchitz quickly over to Jones. Looking for Ivanchitz, broken up by De Jong. And again, broken up by Alonso, and they're on their way again, the Sounders. Dempsey looking to feed Jones, and Jones gets the ball streaking down the left, crosses in the middle, but knocked out by Van Damme, who is giving his teammates what for. A little frustrated. The quick starts by the Sounders are throwing off the Galaxy. They're a little slowed on the restarts as Dempsey finds Freeberg.
Yeah, I think our possession has been very good. It gives Jones a chance to get forward on the left. Now we see Mears pushing forward, and
quick cross by Freeberg finds the keeper.
The relationship of the outside backs, when Jones goes, Mears stays. So they're timing and working off each other pretty well.
And the Galaxy are on the move. Boateng taking on Mears, looking to find Keane. Disrupted by Evans. Mears back to Boateng. Out of bounds for a Galaxy throw-in. Into Zardes, who really hasn't done much tonight, has he, Chris?
Yeah, Zardes has been pretty quiet, and I think, credit to our back four. They're having a really solid game, marking players.
Dempsey across the pitch to Morris, making a run. Finds Ivanchitz. Sounder fans, this is going to be an exciting, with Ivanchitz joining the team, with the preseason under his belt, as you said in the first half. The chemistry, you can already see the chemistry with Ivanchitz and his teammates.
Yeah, they're combining well in the midfield. The movement's good. Guys are moving off the ball. It'll be interesting to see with this heavy field and the water starting to hold up even more. You can see the splashing every time the ball's around. But this is a good test for us, and guys look pretty confident right now. It helps when you score 3 goals.
It helps the broadcasters too, Chris. It's kind of fun this way. Sporting Director Chris Henderson joining me up here in the booth. My name's Matt Johnson. Proud to be your play-by-play man this year. All the radio games on Cairo Radio 97.3. Keith Costigan joining Casey Keller in the booth. KCPQ and Joe TV. Dempsey finding Freeberg, and he'll just hold up. He'll just hold up Gerard. Gerard frustrated, but actually well done by Freeberg there.
Yeah, well done to hold him off, take the foul. But the last 15, 20 passes, the movement off the ball, the possession that we had going from right to left is fantastic. Guys are not afraid to knock it around. They're moving off the ball. These are the things we've been working on in training.
It's got to be satisfying for Ziggy Schmid to see this come out in a game. The exact things, like you said, working on Tucson, Mount Sac the last few days. As Valdez turns, hits Morris. Morris with his head up, looking to distribute the ball. You're always going to find Mears over on that right flank.
Yeah, Matt, I think early in Arizona, some of the results didn't go our way, but we started to put together more and more positive moments in this formation. And I think training and working on the tactics have started to pay off, and we're going to find larger stretches of the game where we're able to unbalance teams and possess the ball.
This spell right here in the last 30 touches has been pretty impressive. Ozzy finding Dempsey. Dempsey looking the top of the box, looking to take a shot with his left foot. Steers takes the ball, knocks it away, and Dos Santos is off and running for the Galaxy, who finds Robbie Keane, who looked to be offside. Did not get the call there for the Sounders. Boateng in the middle. Head up, down the middle. Brad Evans, excellent defense by Brad, disrupting that movement by Boateng. Jovan Jones regroups.
It was well done by Brad Evans. Kept his feet moving, just rolled him on the shoulder and hit the ground to win the ball.
Just satisfied knocking the ball in little triangles. Freeberg gives the ball up. Doesn't quite get to Ozzy Alonso due to the wet surface. In L.A.
Yeah, Matt, I think
Boateng.
one of the things we need to do when we get back is we haven't played on the turf in a bit. We've been playing on grass in Arizona and L.A., so we get back home, have a few trainings at CenturyLink and get used to the surface.
I tell you, I'll never forget the story Jimmy Gabriel told me about the friendly with Pele coming to town, and Jimmy Gabriel knocks him to the ground. I'll tell you in a moment as Rogers goes up the right-hand side against Jovan Jones. And Jovan just plays great defense. That's how it's done right there, stopping the threat of Robbie Rogers, but knocks Pele to the ground. Pele looks at Jimmy Gabriel and says, "Hey, it's a friendly." And Jimmy looks at him and says, "There's no such thing as a friendly." And just hit him to the ground. That's what De Jong is right there with Valdez, as guys are kind of getting in each other's face.
Yeah, I think the Galaxy may be getting a little frustrated. I think our possession has been good. Our movement's good.
Look at the spray of the ball. Stefan Fry with the goal kick. Water everywhere, just saturated here at StubHub Center. It's been pouring down rain, and we're not complaining because we're dry. But just yesterday, as Valdez going down the right-hand side finds Morris once again at the top of the box. He's looking to distribute, and he does, and it's in the back of the net once again. Ivanchitz, another left-footed shot, upper corner. Great pass by Morris, and Ivanchitz with the fourth Sounder goal in the 57th minute, Chris.
And springing Jordan Morris through again. He gets, his timing is good. He gets behind the defense. He looks up, and that's great from a young player to be able to have the composure, look up, find his teammate. Ivanchitz times it well. Good technique, places it with his left foot right in the corner. But Jordan Morris, the good turn, started by Freeberg from behind, the through ball. Good combination by those three.
Jordan Morris, 2 great assists in the last 11 minutes. One to Dempsey to start the second half. Here, Ivanchitz in the 57th minute.
Yeah, I think we got to be smart here. The field conditions are getting a little bit sloppy. Some of the tackles are coming in, so I think both teams have to play smart, get through, get their fitness in, and then you can see the subs are warming up, so they'll be coming in soon.
Good luck with all the subs, Chris. They're going to throw 6 of them, and you're going to have to call every one of those names. It's up to you, my friend.
It'll be good to see a new group of players. Players want to prove themselves and get in the 11 for the first game. So you're going to have some guys who have something to show and want to make a difference.
And here's a yellow card. So I'm with you. Ashley Cole with the yellow card here in the 58th. I would like the paranoid Matt Johnson wants some of the Sounders starters to start coming off because, and Ziggy said it'd probably be 75, 80 minutes, maybe a couple subs early. But a lot of these guys, he wants 75, 80 minutes, and that's understandable because this is the last run out before Club America. But, man, I don't want any little nicks or anything for the Sounders 11.
Yeah, I think Ziggy will confer with Dave Tenney, our fitness coach, and make sure that the guys are getting their loads in, but at the same time able to stay healthy but build their fitness.
Sounder fans, you're going to love Jovan Jones. Jovan Jones, he just seems so calm. He never seems panicked, has no problem with the small spaces. And that was just another good sign right there as Dos Santos finally brought him down for a free kick for the Sounders. Stefan Fry will take it, push the guys forward.
I think Jovan's similar in a lot of ways to DeAndre Edlin. Exciting player to watch, not afraid to come forward, plays aggressive, smart player for his young age.
There he is once again. And he's off and running, beating Rogers, who's just almost tackling him. And he gets the call. The referee was allowing possession to go on.
It's good. The
Another
ref
yellow
let it
card
play.
from Rogers.
Let it play. The ref saw it through and then called it after.
Second yellow card for the LA Galaxy. As Rogers was jumping on his back. Ivanchis just wants a ball. Give him a ball. He wants to keep playing.
Yeah, this is a good spot. It's a good spot for Ivanchis to be swinging a left-footed outswinger here.
Yeah, I like it to drop right on the other side of the spot, no?
Yeah, he's going to drop it around the penalty spot.
Oh, another great, unbelievable ball. Oh. And Marshall almost hammers it home.
Good service. Looked like Marshall was pretty free in there. Usually he buries that header. Good save. He'll want to have that one back, but Chad almost getting two tonight. There's the left-footed outswinger. Chad did well to get it down. You want to head towards the goal line. Good save.
Corner kick by the Sounders. Cleared away. De Jong. And off and running. Here's Rogers down the left flank. Boy, how would we have said 5-0 Sounders with Marshall having 2 goals? Good problem to have. Hey, Chad, can we talk to you afterwards? No, I don't want to talk about the goals. Dempsey playing with Dos Santos there. Back and forth with Ozzy. Complete control the Sounders are in, Chris.
Yeah, it's good patience. As we said before, the movement off the ball has been very good. Freeberg and Alonso are getting into lanes. Our forwards are checking off into the space in front of the center backs, and they have time to turn. Even under the conditions, I think it's been very good from our side.
Coach Ziggy Schmidt off the bench, yelling instructions to his squad.
I think this has been Alonso's best performance of the preseason, which is good as we're getting close.
Patient Sounder team. Oh, nice ball by Ivanchis. Jones failed to see Dempsey making a run down the left.
Yeah,
and the first substitution of the half, here's Zach Scott coming in for Brad Evans. Great run out for Brad, going 63 minutes.
That's good. Brad had a sore calf, but he was fine to play, and it's good to get him off, give Zach some minutes. As you can see, Dempsey has the tape on his neck. I saw him in the training room earlier getting his neck massaged. Maybe he slept on his pillow wrong.
Am I supposed to giggle at that? Is that what happened?
I think it is.
Oh, it looked like a handball on Jovan Jones. But that's not what the call is, and that's what Jovan Jones thought as he's running back to play defense. He got knocked down, and the Sounders get the call. Set piece from 40 yards out. And that's what Rogers is saying, is wasn't it a handball on the chest trap by Jones, but not given. Zach Scott already playing today versus the Korean professional team that visited Mount Sac. And almost a giveaway as Zardes is not giving up. But he runs into Marshall. Marshall goes down, looked like that hurt. Gets hit on the hip. When Marshall's frustrated, it looks like he just has this face kind of like he didn't get the right gift at Christmas. You know, he's just like, he doesn't say much.
His body language says it all.
The Galaxy are going to give the ball back to the Sounders. Yes, body language. He's hanging around with Kovar. He was around Kovar. It's great to see these senior leaders, hanging around these youngsters. Same with Darwin Jones around Dempsey quite a bit. It's great to see, around the hotel, the team gelling, and these veterans, leading these youngsters.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that conversation with the two Stanford grads, Marshall and Kovar.
Morris not giving up on the ball. Sounders playing very determined. Here's Morris down the right flank. I don't mean to sound obvious. It's, great move. And he gets it just to the side of the net. What a great move. Von Damme had no idea where the ball went.
What a great first touch from Valdez there. Pokes it behind him, gets around him. Has a good chance on goal, but his first touch here. Puts it around, runs around the other side. Just
That's
misses
beautiful,
wide.
hitting it from the outside, his outside of his foot. Trying to beat the keeper for the 5th goal here in the 65th, but 4-0 the Sounders over the LA Galaxy.
Yeah, Valdez is going to get his goals this year. I think he's been in some dangerous spots. Those goals are going to come for him.
Steven Gerrard sets Robbie Keane off, who finds Boateng in the nice cross. Here's Jovan Jones, clears the ball to Dempsey, who's all the way back to its 22. And you can see the water now. I mean, it has not stopped raining here at the StubHub Center.
Yeah, you can see a couple of players are getting frustrated. I can see Keane right now, just a little bit frustrated in the conditions.
Sounders kind of toying with the Galaxy, the triangles of Ivanchitz, Dempsey, and Jones. Marshall clears it. Valdez, he goes sprawling. Zardes looks to spring them for the Galaxy, but really that's where it stops, right about the 40 there. Chris, as they knock it around the backside for the Galaxy.
Yeah, you see in that last play when Valdez slid on De Jong, they had a little conversation back and forth, tapped each other, it's okay. They showed some respect for each other there in that play.
Zach Scott clears it just to Gerrard, trying to find Rogers here on the near touch line. Misplays it. The Galaxy putting up no defense here for this throw-in. That's a clear handball. Unfortunate for Mears. Ball comes up, pops up, hits his left hand. Doesn't want to give up the ball. Frustrated, he gives that up. Referee will ask to bring this back about 8 to 10 yards. Galaxy with a set piece. Dos Santos to take. They're not playing very inspired. They're kind of down right now. They're letting the Sounders dictate here. See if this free kick, if they...
Yeah, we got to watch Steers and Van Damme here on this free kick.
Short, Dempsey, and Ozzy's off, trying to get past Dos Santos, but a foul on Ozzy. Climbing on the back, quickly taken by the Galaxy. Boateng looks to cross. He does, again, knocked down. Knocked down by the Sounders. Galaxy are not... They had 2-3 chances in the first 12 minutes, and Chris, they haven't been dangerous since.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with our work rate. I think the amount of energy the guys are putting in. Dempsey's getting on a lot of balls. We have guys picking balls off. I think a lot of that is coming from the work rate of our team. And in this system, you have to work and you have to move. And the guys are putting it in tonight.
Christian Roldan now in for the Sounders. I've been impressed with him, his second year here in the league. Chris, your thoughts on Christian Roldan out of
Yeah,
out of
along
Des
with Zach
Moines.
Scott, Christian, he played this morning against the Korean team as well. Had a very good game. He's had a good preseason. His touches have been sharp. His movement, he's learning the position. He came in fit, but he's a good player for the future for our club.
Dempsey takes down De Jong, wants to say sorry. He does. And a yellow card for Dempsey. I had a nice conversation with Roldan the other day, and he said the whole thing was fitness for him, was learning that you don't take time off. There's no time off as a pro. He comes in fit, so he's already had a schedule in his mind, and he just seemed like a confident young man to take that next step in year number 2.
Yeah, there's a learning process coming out of a short college season, and you go into 10 and a half months as a professional. It's a long year, and many times the guys out of college come August, September start to run out of gas a little bit. But he went through it. He learned from some of the veteran players. He's done well now.
8 Galaxy members are coming in at the same time, Chris. Again, good luck. Good luck with all these names, my friend. Little flicked header. Jones deals with it. Christian Roldan right out of trouble. Exactly. Oh, out of bounds. But Roldan in tight spaces.
And you can see in those little moments that Ivancic is reading the situation. He just pops in for a good angle for a give and go. It's great to have an outlet where he reads the game. He gets in good spots. You just run off him.
I think Bruce Arena is testing us, Chris.
There's a few familiar faces with Leggett and Gordon coming in. See De La Garza. And
Ashley
Mike
Cole
McGee
coming
back.
out. I could hear his bad language from here. He's frustrated, flying around the surface.
Yeah, it'll be good to see Mike McGee back and how he does after his injury.
More importantly for Sounder fans, Dempsey's out. Handshakes aplenty over there as Aaron Kovar comes in. Played a ton today also. Out
Hey,
Matt
Aaron's had a
Slack.
good preseason. Great server of the ball. Darwin Jones had a good game this morning. So there's some guys putting in some minutes between the two games.
I'm excited for Darwin Jones. He showed his speed off this week a couple different times, and he had a booming goal, a great pass by Zach Mathers in the first half this morning. Very impressed with both of them, Zach Mathers, but Darwin Jones, he seems like he's full of confidence. So Alan Gordon gets hit and already a little hurting here 2 minutes into his run out. Aaron Kovar taking down the left-hand side, making a nice move across the middle. Cleared by the Galaxy. De Jong is still in.
It was well done by Aaron to get the cross in. It's good to see our homegrown players starting to make an impact and come into the group with Darwin Jones and Kovar. This system suits them well on the flanks. The speed of Jones, the crossing of Kovar. It's going to create some good chances in attack.
Roldan came in for Eric Freeberg. And obviously, as we just mentioned, Aaron Kovar in for Clint Dempsey.
And we get to see Jordan Morris playing high up top as well. So it's a different look for him to see him, the last man up there.
Oscar Sorto shut down by Jovan Jones. Jovan Jones gets a call. Been very impressed with Jovan Jones's match tonight. I'll quit gushing here in a moment.
I think the back four has been very good this half.
Zach Scott, don't bother him when he's doing his crossword puzzle. That's what I learned this week. The mornings are he and his crossword puzzle, and that's it.
And his coffee.
And his coffee and his book. Just let him be. Took me 2 days to learn. Kovar finding Morris. Around 3 players. Very impressive by Jordan Morris.
Yeah, obviously Kovar and Morris know each other very well from the academy and from Stanford. They've played a bunch of games together, so they have a good relationship.
Sounders subs are starting right back where the regulars were, controlling, switching sides, playing really nice soccer.
I think we talked a lot about Jovan Jones, but I think Mears has had a solid performance today too. He isn't getting up the flank as much, but he's connected passes. His defending's been good.
He shut down Boateng, Ashley Cole if they came down. Jordan Morris using his body. Boy, just shutting him down, Chris. That's great. Not only Jones, but then Ozzy comes, double teams him, and you have possession.
Yeah, Ozzy's had a very good game tonight. His movement, his pressure.
Kovar's cross in the middle, looking for Darwin Jones. Couldn't jump as high as a goalkeeper's arms that time. He's
Yeah.
not the biggest fellow.
Aaron hung that cross up a little bit, but it was well done by Darwin to challenge.
Great hustle by Jordan Morris. And here comes Chad Morris to clean it up, and back to Stefan Fry. Nice flick by Ozzy.
It'd be nice to see guys. Nice to see guys stay on their feet a little bit here, so there's no injuries. A lot of slide tackles in the last few minutes.
Galaxy with a little control here, coming down the left flank for the against the Sounders. Very organized. Top of the box for the Galaxy, shut down by Ozzy. Mears to get out wide, another cross in. Over the top of Jones, just left of Stefan Fry's goal.
Yeah, that was a good step by our center backs there. Usually Mike McGee will have a first-time shot there, but our center backs did a good job of closing him down, making him make another pass out wide.
Dylan Remick, O'Neill Fisher set to come in. Here comes Chad Marshall out, Mears out.
See Chins coming in as well.
Jovan Jones out. So the back four is brand new. Zach Scott moves slightly towards us here.
Yeah, all three players played this morning as well. So
Roberto
getting in.
Chen, interesting player. Tell me about Roberto Chen.
He's a Panamanian Olympic team player. We followed Roberto for quite some time. He had trained with us previously, and then he got picked up and signed by Malaga before we could sign him. So it's nice to be able to take a look and see how he does with our guys. He's coming back from a previous injury to his knee, but he looks fit now, and he had a good game this morning. Pretty solid. Each day he's getting better.
Alan Gordon using his elbows like most Sounder fans know he can. Sounders get the call, and they're on their way. Stefan Fry knocking the ball out of the danger zone. LA Galaxy content to start back up. A little more energy from the new guys, obviously. They didn't give up the 4 goals. The Galaxy I'm speaking of, they seem to press a little bit more.
Yeah, you can see the energy's picked up. I think we need to be smart with Alonso and Ivanchitz with their minutes, but I think the energy of Kovar pressing, Morris pressing, the new guys coming in want to impress and show well.
Zach Scott over the top, finding Morris once again.
And here we go, Alonso, Victor Mansoret for Alonso. That was a good night for Ozzy. He was solid.
And that pushes Ivanchitz. Ivanchitz going back to hold more, and Victor moving up top. That's another guy. He gets his legs going. That guy can fly, can he?
Yeah, Victor's very good. Another academy player. He's very good at holding the ball. I think his time with the under-20 national team for the U.S. has really helped him. The time he spent around Tab Ramos and Tony Miola there.
Good on the referee being right there where he needed to be. Corner kick for the Sounders. Jordan Morris takes the ball into the corner. Kovar with this corner for the Sounders. Another man that can put in a set piece just like this one. Nothing to come of it.
Good service, and Chen got up well. Just didn't get a clean header on it, but good spot.
Talked to Ziggy yesterday about the health of the team. Outside a couple guys that are rehabbing, pretty healthy squad, 1 through 20.
Yeah, I think our fitness staff has done a really good job of managing the guys. We haven't had too many muscle injuries this preseason. It's always great for the guys to have Roman Torres. He is so great for the group. His character, he loves being around the guys. It's going to be nice to have him back.
He is so big. So unfortunate his knee injury, but you're right. I just noticed, the guys just all love talking with him and kind of, just kind of jabbing at him and he jabbing at them.
Yeah, we only got a glimpse of him last year before his injury, but he's going to be a strong player for us.
Roldan, Mansoray out to Darwin Jones. Let's see if we can see the speed down this right flank, and he's not going to be caught as he gets into the 18, crosses in the middle. Block shot. Unfortunate for Kovar. He was right there. Nice run to the middle for Kovar. Jones finds him. Shot was blocked, but nice build-up, Chris.
Yeah, it's a good run behind by Jones. That's what he does well. He's had a few nights like tonight at UW where he's dribbling in the grass in the rain and getting behind defenses.
Boy, very composed by the Sounders reserves right now. Knocked down by Husidic.
Christian Roldan's had a few good plays, picking up loose balls, winning some balls, picking out some passes.
He's Ivanchitz looking for Remick. Kovar again, a nice cross. Nobody there. Here comes Darwin Jones now. And the Sounders 5-6 in the back here. Galaxy are not going to get much on the counterattack when you have 6 defenders ready for it to go.
Yeah, Zach Scott's doing a good job of organizing the young players in the back with him. He's talking, they're squeezing across, shifting across, pressuring.
Here's an opportunity for the Galaxy, but broken up by Roldan. To Chen. A little too far from Mansoray. I'll be going to S2 games. I'm all excited about S2 games, just being down here a week and learning the younger guys and watching how hard they work. And there's some really cool. Hey, nice job getting these guys on this squad.
S2 games are fun. It's good to see the players develop and improve throughout the year. And I think we learned a lot of lessons last year, and I think this year's team's going to be even stronger. And Ezra's excited to get that team going, Ezra Hendrickson.
Who's back in Seattle waiting for his club to come home and get working with that S2 team. Husidic.
Another ball won by Roldan. He's pressuring balls. He's getting in spots.
Oh. Tough medicine ball by Stefan Frey there outside. But again, you see the water, what's going on with these clubs and what they have to contend with. O'Neal Fisher, well played, and here comes Victor Mansoray. And watch his legs if he can get going, but he puts it out to Jordan Morris down the right-hand side. Morris showing his speed against A.J. De La Garza. Quick throw-in.
It's a good turn by Victor. We like to see Jordan making his runs going at goal from outside in or just over his shoulder where he's running right at goal. That one brought him a little bit outside.
Ivanchitz with another knockdown finds Morris from Kovar, unfortunately. Sorto comes in and cleans that up for the Galaxy. As you see, 84th minute, 4-0 Sounders. Goals in the first half by Ivanchitz and Marshall. Second half, Dempsey and Ivanchitz. The defense playing solid. Stefan Fry with a clean sheet into the 84th.
You could see now the last 10 minutes, Ivanchitz is just playing smart. He's getting in good spots. His energy's dropped a little bit, so he's just trying to organize, get in good positions, cut off passes, and keep the ball moving. Smart player.
Fisher cutting it inside. Yeah, you have Ivanchitz and Zach Scott, and it's going to be all calm. They play calm. I just love watching how the ball just sticks to Andreas's foot. I mean, he never really loses control ever. Remick with the throw-in.
Yeah, Andreas has great experience playing in the Bundesliga, playing in La Liga in Spain, and obviously with the national team in Austria.
But he seems to be adapting to this new role. He was more of a striker or right underneath the striker in Germany, was he not? And now he's more of a midfielder and distributor.
Yeah, he's playing a little deeper right now, but in the first half you saw him in front of Freiburg and Alonso. And he also had played a little bit on the flank on the left in Spain.
Looking to distribute right away. Victor Manzare, Christian Roldan, Ivanchitz, Kovar. Finding Morris down the flank. Taking on Dan Gargan.
Matt, it's great to see all the guys want the ball. The guys are confident. They're calling for the ball. It happens when you're up 4-0, but the confidence of the guys is good. The young players are all, nobody's hiding out there.
Husidic knocks the ball straight out of bounds. Sounder throw in. No link up there. One of the only times there wasn't down this left-hand side. Lovely night in the Los Angeles area. Glad you could join us from the StubHub Center. My name's Matt Johnson with Chris Henderson, your Sounders FC sporting director. Darwin Jones down the right-hand side. Looking to take on the defense. The Galaxy get it back.
Good pressure from Fisher there. He's got him closed in, just trying to get the block in, slow it up. Matt, I think our beach session, regen session, may be canceled in the morning.
That's what it was, wasn't it? You're headed out to the beach tomorrow. I'm headed to a hotel, flying home tomorrow morning. I swear, yesterday I was worried about if I had enough suntan lotion from my pasty white body so I didn't get burned. And now I just feel right at home here in this pouring down rain. But we're dry. We're dry with a bottle of water thanks to Keith Costigan, who's next to us watching the match with us. You can see Keith and Casey. Their first television broadcast is March 12th. The Sounders visit Sandy, Utah at Real Salt Lake. It's on Joe TV, 1 p.m. on the 12th. You know, next Tuesday, Club America comes to town for the first leg of the CONCACAF quarterfinal. 7 p.m. CenturyLink Field. If you don't have tickets, head to SoundersFC.com for all your ticket needs, as Damian Lowe will be coming in shortly. Down to Azteca Stadium the following week, March 2nd. That's a 5 p.m. kick. You can hear that right here on SoundersFC.com. And the regular season, March 6th. Sporting Kansas City starts the MLS schedule.
Yeah, we always have tough games with Sporting KC. The last 4 or 5 have been 1-0 games. I think we might have scored in extra time 2 or 3 times.
Every single one of them. Every single one of them. I saw a clip. I want to say Peter Vermees comes up and shakes Ziggy's hand and says, "You always get us," kind of with that kind of language.
Yeah.
You always get us right at the last second. Chad Barrett, Andy Rose, 94th minute. Jimmy Traore, I believe, a couple years ago.
Mike Facito off a throw in from
Mike
Brad Evans.
Facito, yeah. That ball just stopped in the pouring the rain. Stay on your feet, boys. It's a couple more minutes left. The first half ended at 45 minutes and 2 seconds. So I don't know, a little shove in the back for Dylan Remick by Jose Villarreal.
Yeah, and Dylan's been working hard preseason. You know, Jovan Jones has come in and done a good job at left back, but Remick has had a good preseason as well. His crossing is good with his left foot, and he's been coming in fit and working hard. So it's good competition.
What is Ziggy saying to the guys here post game, Chris?
I would think he's going to be pleased. Come to his old club where he used to coach. Even though it's preseason, you still want to get the result. I think having the result this morning and then the result today, this is what we want to do leading into this Club America series. It's build some confidence, score some goals, make sure we're really organized. So it's been a really positive day.
I was going to say, how about the week? Positive week here at Mount Sac?
Yeah, I think so. I think also the team bonding has been very good. Guys in the hotel.
That's real, isn't it? That's important.
It really is. The spirit in the group. It's a long season together. We have to be fighting and working for each other.
That's the whistle. The whistle blew at 90 and 10 seconds. So not a ton of stoppage time in a 4-0 defeat. Your final thoughts, Chris?
It was a positive night. It was good to get some of the reserves came in, the guys who played this morning. Get them some minutes, mix them in with some of the veteran players. I think we got out of this with no injuries, some good combinations, definitely some stuff to build on to take back to Seattle.
As sporting director, that's Keith Costigan. See you in a couple weeks. Sporting director, Chris Henderson. Yeah, that was a cramp. Yeah, honestly, I cramped up.
You need to hydrate up here.
I think so. Well, it's a lot of sitting. You know, the broadcast, this is a tough gig, sitting for 2 hours. We'll see you at Starfire here this weekend.
Yep.
Training starts back up on Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, it'll be nice to get back to my normal role as sporting director and let Keith sit in this chair. But I enjoyed talking with you, and it was great to see us with a good performance tonight, and it's always fun to leave with a good result.
Well, I think it was last night's dinner also that, our production meeting last night over some dinner. Chris, thank you so much. I'll see you up at Starfire.
All right, thanks, Matt.
That is Chris Henderson. Again, the Sounders beat the LA Galaxy 4-0. Ivanchitz with 2, Marshall and Dempsey with a goal each. Great way to end preseason 4-0 victors over the LA Galaxy. Again, we'll join you next Tuesday on Cairo Radio, 7 p.m. Club America comes to town for the first leg of the CONCACAF Champions League quarterfinal. For Chris Henderson, our friend, we got to say also for Keith Costigan, my name's Matt Johnson. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you next week.